fine. This is the first time. Well, we didn't have another interview, but this is the first time we finished kind of early, man.
Yeah, we got loving relationships. We haven't done that in a long time.
Wait, we do?
No,
I just said no, we don't.
I just said that this is just a quick question though, y'all.
gosh.
So I don't know if y'all know the Morning Hustle host. What is it, L'Oreal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she had.
Michael.
She did the interview with Michael B. Jordan, right? And then she was saying, like, in high school, they used to call him
She's trash.
corny. And then she was talking about
She's
they
trash.
were pretty much saying, like, what makes a guy corny?
But that's the interview itself. If we could talk about that, did you see that?
The one with L'Oreal when
And
she
Michael
was on the
B.
red
Right.
carpet.
The full interview.
Yes.
I didn't see the full
You gotta
interview.
Oh,
I
see
you
saw a
gotta
clip
see.
of
You
it.
gotta see it.
I saw a
Yeah,
clip
because
of
she
it.
even tried to play him again,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
tried
you're
to-
not corny even more.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I didn't call you corny. I was misquoted. And then after all that,
Tried to clean it up.
she trying to clean it up and just dug another hole talking about, well, clearly you're not corny anymore.
Clearly, you're not corny anymore.
Wow.
Like that was just, yeah.
Yes. So they were former classmates in Newark, New Jersey, and in high school he was called corny, but he walked around. He had his headshots with him, and
He was.
had it-
He
had
knew
a
where he
mission.
wanted
He
to
knew
go.
what
That's
he
what I
wanted
said.
to do, and he was focused, and he wasn't worried about them. People always hate on you when you're not following what everybody else
There
is
you
doing.
go. When you the different
When you're not a
one,
follower.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
me. I was
corny.
never a follower. I did what I want. I ain't follow trends. I like what I like, and I ain't doing what y'all doing.
Right. Then they want to call you corny, like. But
That's-
what, like, for real, what makes a guy corny though?
Y'all have to ask that gotta come from y'all.
It's just,
I mean, y'all-
it's personal preference and taste. I mean, men from different places, or I mean, whether it's your environment or your culture or whatever it is, like how we use the word swag. Some people just got swag, some people just don't. I know one thing for me, when I go outside of this city into other states, and I be like,
Ain't Philly.
it ain't Philly. And I can tell it ain't Philly. And I don't care where I'm at in this world. If I run into somebody, and I was somewhere far, like over, and it was this one particular guy that I was like drawn to, and I was like, and I was like, where you from? And he said New Jersey. I was like, close enough, because I was like, you know what? It's something about our area.
Yeah,
I was like,
rub
because
off.
he gave me this real sense of home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know if it's just because of what I've been used to seeing or what I'm used to, but when I go to other places and I look at other men, I'll be like, y'all corny. I do. They don't have the Philly swag, I guess.
Yeah, shout out to Trenton, because they they
Trenton.
just like us. Shout out to Chester. Shout out
Even
to
Baltimore.
Be More. Yeah, shout out to Be. I got a couple of real folks in Be More. I mean, I'm only talking about folks that's kind of like
Y'all gonna
close
get
to
doing
within the
Norristown. You might as well go
Norristown,
to Coatesville. You might as well go
Coatesville.
to
Yeah, shout
College,
out
go
Ardmore. Shout out
yeah,
to
Reading.
It was shout out
Yo,
to
that's the
everybody,
little
man.
circles that be like,
Yeah.
yo, we
for
going to USA. We go.
Listen, I'm telling you, because this man was with like 5 other guys, but out of the crew he was with, I was like,
Yeah,
You.
something about
it
his
was
bop,
something about
right?
him. I was
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
Right.
it was very familiar.
Ironically, guys, see, this is the difference between men and women. Guys don't care if a woman is corny.
Right.
Like, we kind of want
Like
the corny
that.
girl.
Yep.
Like, that's why I'm like, where is this? I don't know. Because, like, I'm sure some women probably thought I was corny, but in
Y'all don't even be caring
I
what they
was
look
always
like.
part of, like, the cool crowd, right? And so, like, shout out to 59th and Master. Shout out to Overbrook. You know?
Yes.
Shout out to Overbrook. And so, when you talk about corny, I hate to hear women call guys corny, because it's not like a term of endearment. Like, we don't feel like, oh, you're just a corny. No, guys don't like that. Like,
Corny to
We
me,
don't like that.
yeah.
corny to me was the
cornball.
guys that was like braggadocious.
I was gonna say
That's the
was
corny
just gonna
ones.
say
Like, yo,
that.
he corny.
Corny.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, why you like that?
Exactly.
That's the
Constantly
corny.
talking about what you got when we know you don't got
that's
nothing.
the corny ones to
Yes.
me. I feel like I was
just
corny
gonna say
in high
that.
school. I feel like I was like not when I say corny, I was quiet.
Yeah.
A lot of people knew me, but because of my brothers and stuff, and I was shy. You know what I mean? But like you said, guys liked me. I used to have my head turned to the side. I'm about to go play rock with my brothers. And then one day, my brother punched me in my arm and was like, go home, Spark. I'm like, no, I'm going with y'all. He was like, no, you're not. Come to find out, friends started to like me. So that's where he was
He
like,
want you
no.
around.
Like,
Yeah. And I'm
they
thinking,
looking at you.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I guess I started to like, grow. But I think corny is just a form of puberty.
And that right there,
Yeah.
that is the actual, if it was used in that way, if she said something like that, what's her name again?
L'Oreal.
L'Oreal said something like that because he was being braggadocious or he was being arrogant or he was being
Sometimes
something that
that's
he wasn't,
corny.
then that I
corny.
can say
corny.
that that's corny
Yeah.
and nobody, I don't think anybody on the planet would care after that. But literally, Michael B. Jordan is the heartthrob of America at this point, right? And so when you talk about the picture of like the perfect guy that isn't someone who you would have to worry about bringing home to the mom, so to speak, he's the epitome of that. So
You
why
talk about
would you?
high school and people are still kids and growing into
But
themselves.
the problem with that narrative of what L'Oreal's doing, it already disrupts the new generation thinking like, oh, I shouldn't be
can't
with
do
that.
that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's so dangerous to talk about. But
I can't be about my goals and dreams. That's corny.
Right.
Yeah,
But there
yeah,
was,
like-
but I went to King. All of the girls were having guys who wasn't even in the high school. It was guys
Right.
coming up to King,
Yep.
and they would be waiting outside in their cars, and you was the fly girl because you got
Same
a
thing
drug
over.
dealer who was older who ain't in school.
But that was me.
No.
Because I was a freshman and my boyfriend was a senior, and so by the time, of course, the following year now
He's
now
out
I'm a
of school.
sophomore. He ain't in school no more, and so I got the guys that's in school that's 11, and I'm looking at them like, if you don't go somewhere,
Yeah.
if you don't go somewhere,
Yes.
They corny.
right?
there you go.
You cornball. You better go ahead.
I was living a different life.
There you go. And we out here like last year, y'all. Holla.
Peace, y'all.